Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the channel. So I have a very, very exciting message, I think, coming through today. So I haven't opened up the cards, as you can see. We're still working with Ceccoli and Sacred Mothers and Goddesses, as well as Rider Waite. And all week, we've been getting these messages that have been building. And what I heard from my highest self today, excuse my arm, I'm going to grab this little bird that used to be in there, and he flew out. But what I heard was that if you can imagine, like when you open up a can or when you pop the top off of something, there is a release. And there is also new air around whatever it is that you've opened up, right? So if it's, if it's a idea, let's say, then all of a sudden, like it opens up and perhaps other things come in to kind of feed the idea. If it's information that you're looking for right now is the time that like the lid has been removed from whatever has been hovering over the earth, I'm going to say. And while we have this huge opening, like the air, like everything seems brighter and more available is what I'm going to say. And so one of the things that I was hearing all week was about the magic, the magic in this, the magic in that. But the message this morning was like, it's all been giving us these tiny little crumbs to bring us to this very moment. So we believe that we have the magic. We are the sacred creators. And what we do and what we've always been taught is, to give it, like to just release it and let it go, which there's nothing wrong with releasing and letting it go. But when you have things that have been difficult, when you release it and let it go, where does it go? It goes out there into the collective. So we're looking at all these people, the energy it doesn't leave the earth. It stays here on the earth. That's why this important time of everything opening up is here. So we're great sacred creators, and it's time for us to learn our magic. That's what I heard this morning. It's time for us to learn our magic and for us to recognize that we don't need to just release it. We can see the thing that we have that doesn't feel so good and then transform it into what we want, and then like send it off into the universe. If you watched the reading yesterday, okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Okay, so these are, I think, the cards that we started off with in the week, right? This is coming to the rescue, and I think these are literally like the first two cards, and I never put them back in together. I always put them back in. And so let me continue my thought. I am a Gemini, so I can go off in a tangent very quickly. So what I was seeing is that we are the magic, and we have the ability to take the information, transform it into what we want. So if there's something going on in our world that doesn't feel quite right, like yesterday, I think it was, so if you missed it, go back and check that out, where I said that I saw these little like darker entities, and I wasn't afraid of them, but I was very confused by them. Like, what are they doing? And I felt like they were just like chaotic, like they didn't know what to do with themselves. So I saw them hit up against a bubble and slide down like a cartoon, and then I transformed them with my magic. In my mind's eye, I saw them become butterflies and fly off. And that's part, I know, as crazy as that sounds, that's what we're here to do. Is we keep thinking that, like letting everything go is all we need to do. But I think we need to do more. Not only do we have to release whatever is not ours, we also need to transform it into love, into something that we do want to see, then send it out into the universe. And then more and more we'll be able to see things that do excite us instead of these wars and all these things. So this rescue card is to say, it says help is on the way. I think we are the help. It's saying to boost your signal now. And I think the reason why it's telling us that is because we have this opening right now, and I hope it stays forever, because literally, like, I'm seeing the earth and like the cap taking off of the earth, and it's not in a bad way. It's like all this information, all this love, all this is coming in now. Okay, so this, I think, is going to be a really big weekend. So the interesting thing is like what I was saying, like by releasing all this information, it's the world is a mirror of us. So all those things that we just let go, that we put out into the world, are being mirrored back at us to show us that there's still a lot of stuff that we really don't like. Okay, so it's time for us to take our magic wand. Card number 32 is literally the mirror of 23. 2332. So this is a pattern. It's showing us that the world is mirroring us, that we are what we have been waiting for. The air that has come in, the opening, and I feel like galactic information that are, you know, Pleiadians or Arcturians or all these beings that have always been with us, but we just were unaware of it because we had so much stuff floating around, because we're all sending out and releasing all of our stuff out into the world, thinking that, oh, I'm good now, but we're all here together. So we're all collectively like you know, we're collectively in the same soup, I guess is what I'm hearing. And so the mirror of that is the wish. This is the wish card. What is it that we want? So it's right here. We see what we want, but we're just looking at it. We've released the thing we don't want. We see what we do want when we empower ourselves, and now set that out into the world. So let's see what card number 12 is. And to me, it's you having an opportunity. It's you and the other thing and turning it into something else. And interestingly, she's in this little, I don't know if you can see this here, she's in this little red dress, which to me is empowering. And this is the little dark thing, like I saw yesterday. It's the thing in the closet that's scary. It's the thing that you don't want to deal with. It's the thing that you're, you know what I mean, afraid of. So this card is called Hello. Hello is the first step towards understanding. It declares your good intentions and your harmlessness. When something unexpected comes into your life, like what I saw yesterday, and I like wasn't fearful of it, but I said, what is that all about? Didn't say hello, but sort of. When something unexpected comes into your life, say hello. If you open a door and are surprised by what you find on the other side, say hello. Don't be suspicious or refuse an opportunity to expand your circle. Don't shut out new experiences simply because they're new. Remember this, as it will come in very handy very soon. Okay, so remember that when the door opens up, which is literally what I'm seeing, like the lid coming off, when the door opens up and new things come in, say hello. Don't be afraid of them. We are living in the soup of the things that we have like pulled off of us and shoved out into the universe, and we're now like seeing all the toxic stuff. It's time for us to see our own magic and to start creating the world. Make the wish, let go of the things that you don't want, be your own sacred creator, and say hello to what is coming into the world. So what divine goddess would like to share her wisdom? And I think that's one of the reasons why we've been in this very masculine world, which isn't, oh, Isis. Oh, I love this. So what I'm going to do, there's a lot of cards here, is I'm going to take Isis, which is the sacred reunions, and then I'm going to take Blue Terror, transmutation of anger. So these are the two that like showed themselves first, because we have a lot of things. The Butterfly Maiden, Reclaim Your Joy, and Fertility and Healing, which we got in at the very beginning. So I'm going to put these in the reading, so we're going to be able to call on the energy, because I think Butterfly Maiden is exactly what we were talking about. Transmutation of anger. Transmutation is taking something from one state and turning it into another. Is that you have the power to be able to do this. Now, Isis, I've never had Isis come out in a reading, so I'm really, really excited to see what Isis is bringing in for us. She's card number 15, so it's you have the opportunity to change what you're seeing right in front of you. And I think that's the reason why this is coming in. And if you can't feel the excitement that I have right now, I think you will start feeling the excitement. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get a little bit more light on the cards this morning. They just feel a little bit dark. Okay, so I'm going to go through the guidebook and let's see what Isis is bringing in. So Isis is the Egyptian goddess of magic and life and is the most powerful goddess of the ancient world. So thank you, Isis, for coming in. So I've seen a lot of details of Isis being very strong right now in the world. So Isis is an incredibly powerful feminine goddess. And I love that the very first sign is she's the goddess of magic and life. So we are here living our life on the planet. And the thing that we have been doing is releasing, but not transforming it. Creating something out of something that we see and turning it into something else. That's the feminine ability, to see something as it is and to turn it into something that we actually desire. Let's see. Isis held a central role in Egyptian magic and ritual, especially those of protecting and healing. So, along with the god Thoth, she taught humankind the secrets of medicine. And medicine, good medicine, is not just there to manage the wounds. It's there to heal, to transform something that's going on within you and turning it into health and healing. So she is the mother of all mothers and adopted all her children, including Horus, son of the goddess Hathor. When Horus was wounded, she healed him with the power of her milk, which became a standard feature of healing spells. As the great mother, she is depicted with Horus on her lap as a role model for mothers. She is known for her unconditional nurturing love. So that's very interesting. So it's speaking, I think, to all of the divine feminine in us, but also to the mothers of the world, because through our birthing, we understand this holding others. We understand what it feels like to hold something that you will eventually have to let go. So you have the magical power to heal yourself and others. So strengthen your relationship with yourself and with others. That's what Isis is bringing in. So lastly, let's round out this reading, okay, with, the tarot. So these two, when I opened the deck, they kind of showed themselves in this way. So we have the Judgment card, card number 20. This is a liberation card. So this is telling us exactly what I was feeling in this energy that's coming in right now, is that it's an opportunity. Let's see if I can get, let's see, there we go. So if I can say one thing, it's like when we are liberated from something, it doesn't mean that we have to just, I think it's different than letting something go is basically what I'm trying to get at. Because this is the new awareness card. This is this new card of finally being able to get the information that we need. Because that's what I think the earth with the lid that I saw on it is like. We were just recycling all this old stuff and we were just throwing it back and forth to each other and not literally liberating. We may have liberated ourselves, but still stuck it out in the world for other people to deal with, right? And no judgment about that. We did what we knew to do. Now that there's more air, now that it's opened up, now that we're literally like going to be able to let some of the stuff go. But from here, we are being taught that we are the magic, that we mirror, or that the world outside is mirroring us. And that as above, so below. So if we're seeing things out in the world that we don't like, that we have the power, that we are in sacred union with all of life, that we can transmute things, that it's time to look at the things that we don't like and say hello and see how we can understand what's going on, what part that we play in what's going on, and how to transform it or help liberate us and the other thing. Okay. So lastly, so this is card number 4, because we have not been, this is a card of kind of like having experiences and not receiving. because we've just got numb to the situations around us. So this is mirroring like this card over here. Say hello. You are empowered. This is new light coming in. That's why these cups are in yellow. They're new experiences, new ways of being. But if you are looking at the past and all the old experience, you're not going to see this new thing coming in. So it's asking you not to miss it. That's why this card is coming in. That it's very important right now not to miss it. All right, final cards, please. Is there anything else? Okay, yeah. There's another 4 coming here. So also 4s are, I think, a sacred number, right? Of when it's like the doubling, like this is the doubling, right? And this is 5, 1 and 5. The doubling of 10 is 20. So there's a lot of doubling going on here, that we are seeing things mirrored, going back and forth. This is cups energy. This is swords energy. This is him being asleep. But what he's doing is he's resting. This is the ability to take in everything that you know. And as his hands are showing, his hands are upwards, right? Is that he's receiving the information. That's why the swords are over the top of him. He's receiving new information, and he is absorbing the old information. And being able to receive the new information and not miss it is what this time is all about. So this is both the 4s about looking at the past, but not refusing or not missing what's coming in, because that's what I feel like is literally with this lid coming up. I literally am feeling like all this new information is coming in. So this is being aware, accepting the new information, see that we all play a role on what we're seeing in the planet, that it is time for us now to say hello to all these things, transmute it with this transmutation of anger. That's what we're seeing out in the world. That's what the wars are. It's just anger. It's anger just blowing up because it's just, you know, it's found places on the planet where it's gone and it's amplified. And that's what we're seeing, the amplification of anger. It's our time, and Blue Tara is here to help us release. Isis is here to help us to see our own power and to see the sacredness of our role here on the planet. So it is that now this liberation is happening. The earth is opening up. New energies are coming down. It's time for us to tap into that. Don't miss. And I don't think you can miss it, but if you close yourself off to it, then you may not. Like if you sit and ask, like, what is this moment wanting to give to me, or what am I here to receive in this moment? You'll be more open to it, let's say that, right? Because we all have had experiences or opportunities where we kind of missed it, and because we didn't see it for the opportunity that it was. So this is a long message. I hope you enjoy today's reading as you go into this weekend. I think it's going to be a really fabulous weekend and an opportunity for us to really dig in and start changing the world into the beautiful space that we imagine it to be. So thank you again for being here at the channel. I'd love to hear from you. Until Monday, have an amazing weekend. Bye now.